everyone. I'm Theerasak Thanusilp. I'm an archaeologist from Fine Art Department of Archaeology. First of all, I have to say thank you to the Fine Art Department and also Silpakorn University to establish Silpakorn Archaeological Field School 2022. And today I'm going to talk to you about the topics about my research area in the northern part of Thailand. And I would like to emphasize or focus on Sukhothai ancient city. Because of my research topic, I would like to emphasize and analyze the urbanizations or urban community in the northern part of Thailand and link with the global perspective. And then let's move to our topic today. The topic is the rise of Sukhothai in the global perspective and emphasize metro industries and accumulations. When we talk about Sukhothai, it's a current understandings of the rise of Sukhothai has been approached through study using epigraphies, chronologies, and architecturals, and especially the art analysis. The macro comparative evidence such as climate data and religious affiliations. The global historians associated rise of Thai states in the 11th century to strong the martial skills, the Mongol patronage, and pressures on the pre-existing regional powers, superior the rice agriculture techniques, and recently the medieval climate anomaly. The conclusions of the draws from this study is relies on two underlying assumptions. Firstly, the advancement of Thai states developed in the either empty or primitive landscape, and also in the distributory relationship with the character of the states, like Angkor and Pagan. The secondary, the absence of accumulations pattern, gracious industry that emerged in the regional with the minimal influence from the regional political cause. Recent research findings by the Fine Art Department has been revealed pre-Sukhothai iron industry at Ban Wanghat archaeological site in northern of Sukhothai province, as well as the settlement associated with Haripun Chaya and Tawaravati cultures. And we argue that the urbanization development for the pre-exciting regional urbanization trended where the furthest advanced in Thai knowledge and technology and agriculture. And this research will invite you to understandings of accumulation history in the upper mainland in Southeast Asia at its growth dynamics. And this research seeks to contribute toward our understanding to the factor associated to the contribution to give the rise to the Sukhothai polities in the 13th century CE. Sukhothai was a part of conglomerated networks of multi-ethnic polities, with Thai crocodile language as a lingua franca that emerged in upland and Southeast Asia around the 10th century CE. However, it didn't become a predominant polity until the 13th century. The institutional roles of Nanjao and trickling migrations has been the last contended. It neither answers of existence of early settlements and chronologies in the Chiang Rai Phayao Basin, nor does it answer the absence of Nanja and Dali in the Sukhothai inscriptions. Accumulation trending in the regional subject polluted and prone and for the settlement of predating in rise of Sukhothai, particularly the area around the Piyao, Uttaradit, Chingsan, and Chan-state regional connected Yunnan. Little has been done in investigation the settlement and productions patterns of Sukhothai before the rise of Polities. Previous excavation revealed that area around Ping and Yom rivers has been inhabited continuously between 1500 BCE until the Sukhothai period. Thai polity has a largely associated the Thai natural history. What we know about Thai polity stem of the large volume of ethnographic and anthropological works developed in the 12th century. Thai assimilated local spiritual worship with Hindu or Buddhist traditions. In some places, the presence of animistic traditions, Theerasak, Orthodox, Hindu and Buddhist traces. Spirit worship plays and the crucial role of the social interactions, including economics and activities. This is a map to show the previous survey of Sukhothai settlements in the upper Chao Phraya basin, map in the 53 cities altogether. We have found the additional settlements and cities that overlap with both Varavati and Lopburi cultures in the regionals. To map Thai policies, we have considered data from the ground surveys, excavations, and chronologicals. The result will go to the particularly 90s network of the settlement of the exceeding 150 hectares in the size. We found the settlement in the area and located in the areas of the connected major fluvial bodies and or the often directly the next of the high altitude and geological body. Access to the settlement in the lower Chao Phraya basin are often not located directly or parallel to major rivers bodies. This is the objective of this research that I told you in the first introductions. We divided into the two phases. The limitations of this research is currently no data on the distributions of archaeomethodology is complex, or absolute datings for the explanations frequency in of industry. The metal industry in Sukhothai, we found the evidence nearby Sukhothai ancient city like related to urbanizations. We measuring around 36 kilometers in Malampan Valley. Malampan Valley is a key site of archaeomethodology that can be linked to the Sukhothai ancient city by the Malampan River, that I will show you in the next map. The site distribution less than 1.3 kilometer radius away from the nearby and cross locations. This figure shows you about the mountain range and the northwest of Sukhothai ancient city. It's a significant resources to producing or productions that show on the map. Is blue one is ore mining, with other surface mining and digging mining. And the next one nearby, you can see like purple stars on map. It shows the smelting furnaces were produced nearby the ore minings and depict with the purple spot or purple sky on the map. We also found like a completely in progress in the archaeology in north part area of Sukhothai ancient city. This picture is showed the dressings, or I can say that this one is a in situ evidence to show us about dressings mining area. Nearby the dressings area is a finances. The radius around 1 to 1.2 meters. And this one is a characteristics of 2 years or evidence the remain that can observe and see in the site is nowadays. And finally is a finished product were found in the research area and export the hillside of the province nearby the Myanmar boundaries. And this map show the site locations in Marampan Valley, approximately 40 kilometers outside Sukhothai ancient city. In 2016 to 2018, the 6th Regional of Fine Art Department in Sukhothai, produced by me in Sukhothai, excavated at Ban Wang Hat archaeological site near Mekong Khai, Reservoir, and nearby Slack Mount to investigate the relationship between the smelting area and habitations area. In 2016, the excavations were carried out at the top of mountain slope to Mekong Khai River. That aggregated river known as Marampan Valley is the main river at Ban Taling Chan and the south of Ban Wang Hat village, around 6 kilometers. There are 2 test pits and 1 trend. The first test pit is 3 cross T meters or 3 square meters. The second test pit is 2 square meters, and the trends approximately 12 meters. The team discovered 3 barrier features were identified. The complete instrument of the child age, about 12 to 15 years old at date. An artifact were found is that in the barrier such as monochrome glass beads, for example, black, dark blue, gold glass beads, or the segment beads, etc. Other to beyond upper part and polished spindle wool beyond the hips. And we've also found that 4 pottery vessels were put on the footpath, especially the crates of bearings represented by the floor or wall, the grave in deep 1.10 meters from the surface. The chemoluminescent test is a pottery vessel can indicate it associated around Sukhothai period or pre-Sukhothai period. And this is a case study from iron smelting area in 2018 were carried out the same area where is a flat hill nearby Mekong Khai River. There were 2 pits, approximately 6 square meters. Pit number 1, we will find the mounds of slag and small iron furnace. Pit number 2, were found more than 6 furnaces in the 36 square meters, in which each diameters of furnace about 1 meter. And this one is show a smelting area which have a group of smelting furnaces show the industrial frequencies of the iron productions. And the next one is important, like an importance of new discovery. Underneath the furnace fragments were found the stone tools associated with the limestone, which show in the slag. This area is a specifying they or ancient people separated smelting zone and wet stubs, for example, slags or early furnace fragments. To the final slide, I would like to show you about the discussions that we already focused on the Sukhothai, the rise of Sukhothai in the global perspective, and emphasizing the iron smelting area that can be linked with Sukhothai ancient city. That we find the preliminary indications of the organized productions activities and resources management. The ground survey revealed the largest settlement and closer to major fluvial system than the older first millennium culture settlements. And the last one is the excavation evidence suggests that the metal productions on the satellite sites were transported into the city. Okay, I would like to, I think it's summarized for all of my topics already. That's all. Thank you.